Welcome to Learner's Planet, my dear children. Children, in today's session we will study about health and hygiene. So children, this is session 1 in which we are going to learn about health and its importance. So let's start with this session. So children, first of all we should get familiar with the terms health and hygiene. So children, what is meant by health? Yes, health is the general condition of the mind, body and spirit. That means health is not just defined up till your physical health, right? It is not only related to physical, but it is also related to your mental health, right? So it is the general condition of the mind. That means your mind should also be in the proper state. Your body should be very healthy and fit and ready to perform, to do all the form of activities. And it also includes the general condition of the spirit, that is your soul, right? So health is the general condition of mind, body and spirit, and this is achieved only by consuming or having nutrients which are required and which are necessary for our body, and then only we can say that this is the healthy body. So what is actually healthy body? Yes, healthy body is usually defined as the body which is free from illness, injury or pain, right? And healthy body is actually made by eating healthy food, right? So we can say that it is actually the complete state of physical, mental and social well-being. That means health of the body is known as healthy body, right? So health is the state of complete physical, mental and social well-being, and also the general condition of our body, spirit and mind. So children, how can we attain or achieve a healthy body, right? Yes children, an environment plays a very important role in influencing the health of an individual, like natural environment, social environment. Natural environment means, yes, the fresh and clean air, the oxygen which is provided to the human body by the green plants. This is natural environment. And social environment is our surroundings, our neighbors, the people, even the surroundings which includes the clean environment, clean and green environment. Alright, so environment is also a very important factor which includes the natural and the social environment, and all such things combine and then it forms health. Health means a complete physical, mental and social well-being, and achieving healthy body we have to eat healthy food. So children can say that this means both the mind and the body must be completely fit for a person to be considered as a healthy person, right? So how is it possible? Yes, our body requires certain essential nutrients, right? We have to consume them daily, and we also have to follow some rules like having balanced diet, eating at regular time. This all combines and forms healthy body, right? So we can consider a person as a healthy person only when both the mind and the body is completely fit, alright? And that is why we can say that it is a healthy person. So children, now let's see the importance of health. What do we require for having a healthy body? Yes children, there are some factors which are essential for maintaining a healthy body, like eating proper food, that too in right quantity and at right time. Then taking appropriate rest or taking sleep, having sleep for some hours, then maintaining hygiene and doing physical and mental exercise, etc. So there are many such factors which are essential for maintaining a healthy body. So children, let's study about each of the factors in detail. Yes, so the first factor is proper food. Children, you should always consume proper food. Like children, parents play a very big role in shaping children's eating habits, right? When parents eat a variety of foods that are low in fat and sugar and high in fiber, children learn to like these foods as well, right? So it also depends upon the parents that what type of diet are they consuming. So children, maintaining good eating habits is essential for a healthy mind and body. If you are consuming the foods that are low in fat and sugar and very high in fiber, then you can have a healthy mind and a healthy body. So children, you need to eat a wide variety of foods for good health, such as grains, vegetables and fruits, low-fat dairy products and beans, pulses, etc. So consuming proper food and maintaining good habits is very essential for a healthy mind and body. So this is one such factor which is very important, right? So let's see another factor, and that is hygiene. Yes children, what is meant by hygiene? First you should get familiar with this term. Alright children? Yes, it is the science that deals with preservation and promotion of health of both individual and community. Right? It is about ourselves and about others also. Right? So it includes one person and many persons. One means about us, maintaining health of ourselves and even providing health to others for maintaining good habits. So children, from where did this term come from? Yes. Hygiene is a term derived from the Greek word Hygeia. She was the daughter of the god of healing, and people used to get ill as they did not maintain cleanliness, and it used to upset the physical system of all the persons and leading it to illness. So this hygiene term came into existence many years ago. And the Cleanliness Institute created lessons for the teachers on personal hygiene, and then teachers used to teach all the children that you should maintain a personal hygiene. So what is actually personal hygiene? It is actually defined as cleanliness, right? So hygiene is also very important factor for maintaining a healthy body and mind. For example, you can see here some pictures. The first picture is showing that a girl is brushing her teeth. So children, brushing your teeth regularly twice a day is very essential, right? Brushing in the morning and second time brushing at night. So you should maintain this good habit of brushing twice a day, right? Children, whenever you eat any kind of food, sometimes stuck in between the gaps of the teeth. So you should also clean the gaps between the teeth, right? This is also a kind of good habit. Then bathing daily is also very essential for keeping our body in a healthy condition, and combing our hair daily keeps our hair healthy, long and beautiful, right? So all these things or all these factors are very much essential for us to maintain a healthy body. Let's see another factor, children. Yes, rest. Children, first of all, we must understand the difference between rest and sleep. Children, rest is not only does one stay quite still and motionless, but it is decreasing in speed of the body functions, right? One can rest but cannot have a sleep. That means rest means you do not have to sleep, you do not have to be asleep. It is just a state of relaxation, right? But while sleeping, that means shutting down your body much more than the state of rest, right? So sleep is a natural state of rest. So this is the basic difference between rest and sleep, right? Rest is just a state of relaxation, but sleep is the natural state of rest. You can sleep for many hours, but you cannot rest for many hours. You have to just rest for some time, right? It will just decrease the speed of your body functions, but sleep will give you total relaxation and total state of rest, and even it will relax all your body organs, right? So you can sleep for many hours, but you cannot rest for many hours, right? So these pictures are showing that, these two pictures are showing that these persons are having rest and the sweet small kids are having sleep, right? So children, adequate rest is not only necessary for our body, but it is also important for a healthy brain too, right? We feel tired when our body does not have enough time to rest, right? So children, though no one exactly knows what work the brain does when you are asleep, but it is believed that it stores the information and solves the problems while you snooze, right? So adequate rest is also necessary for our brain too, right? And children, whenever our body does not have enough hours to rest or enough time to rest, we may feel tired or we may be unable to think clearly. So we should take adequate rest, right children? And also remember that if we do not get enough sleep or rest, then we may not grow as well, because our cells also need some rest. Then only they will be able to grow and our body will grow in a very healthy condition. For example, children, a school assignment that is normally easy may feel very impossible for you, or you may feel very clumsy, means awkward, or you will lack physical coordination while playing your favorite sport or instrument. So, how is this happening and why is this happening? Because if you are not having adequate rest or sleep, then you may feel every work to be very impossible for you, and you will not even enjoy playing your favorite sport, right? So you should take rest and you should sleep for hours. That does not mean you have to sleep for many hours, right? So children, you should take rest, because too little sleep can affect both and even your immune system, and our immune system keeps us away from getting sick, right? And it keeps us away from getting diseases. So our immune system should be very strong, and it will be strong if we will take adequate sleep. Alright children, so we should sleep or rest. We should rest for some time, but we should sleep for at least 9 to 10 hours each night. Alright children? Okay children, so now let's see another factor which is very essential to maintain a healthy body. Yes, exercise. Children, we exercise all the time without even thinking of it. Just being active, like when we run around outside or play at school, that is also a kind of exercise, right? For children, it's very good because they exercise without thinking. For example, exercise can be of any form, right? As you can see in all the pictures, right? Like playing sports, dancing, skipping, climbing stairs, jumping, walking, etc. Alright children? So children, whenever we exercise, we are helping build a strong body, right? And that will be able to move around, and our body will be able to do all the activities we need it to do, right? So exercise helps to build a very strong body and a healthy mind. So children, try to be active every day by doing exercise, and then your body itself will thank you later. For example children, you may know that your heart is a muscle, right? And it works very hard because it pumps blood for us, right? So it pumps blood every day of our life. So you can help this heart muscle stronger by doing exercise, like doing swimming, playing basketball, volleyball, football, jogging, skating, skipping, etc. So these all kind of exercises can build strength in our body, and because of this only we would be able to build our muscles stronger, like you can see in this picture. Alright, so we can also keep our important organ or a heart, that is a muscle, in a very healthy condition, right? So children, exercise is a very important factor. It is very essential to maintain a healthy body, right? So let's see another factor which is very essential to maintain our healthy body. Yes, correct posture. Yes children, first of all, you should be clear with this term. What is meant by posture? Children, the position of our body when we sit, stand or walk is called posture. Children, correct posture keeps our body in shape, and it is very good for our health. So children, the posture which produces least strain on our back while doing any kind of work is called good posture. So children, having a good posture means our bones and joints are in line so that the muscles can be used properly. Then we don't get tired quickly, and we do not get pain in our back or other muscles, and we also look good, right? So these all things means that we are having a good posture. So what should you do to have a good posture? Yes, to have a good posture, we need to have certain things like strong muscles, well-balanced muscles, and we should also be able to move freely, and we should be aware of our posture, that in what type of posture we are in, right? Are we sitting correctly? Are we standing in a correct posture, right? So if you feel like pain on any type of your muscle, or if you are feeling that you are not in a correct posture, then try to work to improve it, right? So always remember that to have a good posture, we need to have strong muscles, we should be able to move freely, and we should be aware of our posture, and we should work to improve it. Alright children? So you also have to remember many other points, like to have a good posture when you are standing, always try to practice to stand in the front of mirror, holding your head up, chin in, and look straight ahead. Also put your shoulders back, then tuck your tummy in, keep your knees straight, take a deep breath and relax your shoulders, and also keep your chest forward. This is the sign of a good posture when you are standing. right? Then whenever you sit, try to keep your back straight. Your knees should always make a right angle, right? Like you can see here in this picture. This girl is having good posture. Can we say this? Because while sitting, she is keeping her back straight. But what is this? Is she keeping her knees at a right angle? Is she making a right angle? No. So this is not a good posture. This is whole not a good posture. This is only half good posture, right? So see this picture? Yes, this is a good posture. Now see, this person is keeping the back straight. His knees are making a right angle. His feet is flat on the floor and he is not even crossing his legs. So this is the correct posture while you sit. So children, if you are also working on a computer, then remember that your chair should be moved to fit you, right? It should not be steady or constant. Also remember children that while lifting things, always bend your knees and straighten your legs as you lift, because in this way what will happen? Yes, your leg muscles are doing the work when you are bending your knees and straightening your legs as you lift. So in this way your leg muscles will work and not your back muscles, right? So this is a good posture while you are lifting things. And never lift anything higher than your waist, right? Because it will be too heavy for you to lift and it can affect your back and it can cause severe pain, right? So always remember all the points which we discussed right now, alright? So maintaining a correct posture is also very essential to have a healthy body, alright children? So children, I hope that this session is very much clear to you and you learned about health and its importance. So children, try to implement on it and have a healthy mind and body. So children, we will meet in the next session with the continuation of this lesson. Till then, keep learning, keep enjoying. Thank you children.